Пук. Пук. Хаевский империум, и я продолжаю проходить ELEX. Сейчас идем за тайником вора.
Halt! Not so fast. What do you want in the fort?
Spike is giving me trouble at the other gate.
What sort of trouble? Was he trying to get shards out of you?
Yes.
That ass is one of Baxter's men. I don't know why the Duke still tolerates him. I think he scares them. Even William won't try anything with him. Pay him or get out of his way. It's your decision. Just watch your step, and don't annoy the Duke. That'll get him annoyed that I let you in. And I don't need that sort of trouble. It's okay, in you go. And remember, make profit, have fun, and don't cause any shit that will blow back on me.
What is there here in the fort?
Everything you could ever want. There's the arena in the Fighters District. That's run by Blake, or is it Big Jim? I'm not sure anymore. Then, if you're looking for Elexit, there's the Scrap District, but that's controlled by Mad Bob, and you're better off staying out of his way. And there's the Trading District. I don't know who's managing that these days. Being a boss, an overseer here, tends to be a job for life, if you get my meaning. Except the Duke. He controls everything, and he's going nowhere. Whereas you should go to the best place in the fort, the Entertainment District. Chloe will make sure you're taken care of.
What are you doing here if you let everyone through?
Staying alive, my friend. I'm staying alive. That's why I got posted to this side of the fort. The other side, that's where the real action is. By the converter. My job? Well, you could do it with a robot and a ticket machine. That'd be great. It'd give me more time off.
Why is the converter so dangerous?
Because of all the creatures there. That, and when the Alps decide to attack us, that's where they'll come from. That'll give them a nice short walk when they drag everyone out of here to throw them into the converter. That's why the gate up there is so well secured. Nobody'll get through the gate there. But as I said, you could manage this gate with a robot. With a robot? Now that is an idea.
Pay me, and I'll find you a robot.
Are you serious? But no, I can't just let myself be replaced by a robot. Can I?
It was just a thought.
Yeah. Let me think about it. I mean, the clerics use robots for things like this all the time. Not that I know anything about clerics, but laying around and letting a robot do my work sounds pretty good, actually. Any idea how we want to do that? I mean, of course, only if you want to help me.
I can help you. If we can get an AI module, I can reprogram it for you.
And replace the one in there already. That would give us a working sentry robot. Only, nah, it'd be useless without the software. I mean, an armed robot with the wrong sort of software? You can see where that could go wrong. Yeah, this is gonna work. We can do this. You get that module, and I'll give you 10% of what I earn off the gate. How does that sound?
I'll get you an AI module.
Yeah.
А,
There's
вот
a
тут.
drone not far from here. Looks like it's intact, but it's broken down. Here, I'll give you the coordinates. See if it has an intact AI module.
I have the AI module.
It is functional, right?
Maybe. You'll have to check it.
What do you mean? Did you damage it?
The drone attacked me. I had to fight it.
Really? When I saw it, it was just lying there. Oh well, no harm done. Well, not if the module is all right.
It's damaged. Have a look.
Yeah, that's hardly pristine merchandise. Still, maybe Elmar can save it.
I can fix it.
You can do that? Well, all right then. Good luck. Let's see if this works.
I've set you as the new command giver and checked all the connections. It should be good to go now.
It was that simple? You are good.
So what do we do with the repaired AI module?
Well, we'll need a functioning drone. If only we knew where to find one that was intact and hadn't been destroyed. From you guys, of course. You clerics can spare a drone, can't you? I heard you guys are developing a U5 prototype. It's got enhanced intelligence, or something. That'd be perfect for what we needed to do.
You want me to steal this prototype?
Of course. Let's do this thing. You see, a normal fighting drone won't be good enough. We need one with more intelligence. I mean, it's gonna be replacing me. So it's gonna have to be smart, right?
I won't steal the prototype.
What? You want to give up now? Just because they're your own people? Wow, you clerics really are different from the outlaws, huh? And if you don't get it, I'll just ask someone else.
No, I'm not getting you the prototype.
You're probably right. The idea was crazy anyway. I mean, if the clerics found we stole their prototype, they'd probably go crazy. Okay, well, you win some, you lose some.
Так, нет, сначала с должниками поговорю. Так. Вспомнить бы... Так, где-то мы тут должны быть. А как он понимает волю? Как он ее отличает? Хэнк и моя кошатинка. Хэнк. Кто такой Хэнк? Не помню. Так. Короче, не нашел я эти. Во имя императора, еще один гоблин. Так. Очищение от монстров задачка не из легких. Таешки. Готово. Только не понимаю, что за псих решится присобачивать киберруку циклопу. Это бред. Возможно, это были исследования. Возможно, это человек, который под воздействием Элекса мутировал в эту тварь. Вполне возможно. Господи, патрон.
It is now. We just don't have as many things.
I know some technology can be good, but I'm glad we're not covering our world in concrete anymore.
Что там хорошего? Ему вообще пофиг на силовую волну. Нет, отталкивает. Да какого? Нет, силовая волна бесполезна. Эх ты кошатинка. Так. Ох. Раньше меня эти монстры пугали. Маяк. Так, стоямбочка. Так, не доберусь. Так вот. Черт, не на ту кнопку нажал. Ну да пофиг. Так, куда это мне? Он туда. Все-таки жалко крали. Надо было убедить убить своего брата. Лишнее... Я не то заклинание выбрал. Ну да ладно. Потом поменяю. А проекция-то его офигенно отвлекает-то. Даже лучше, чем эта другая, которая у моего двойника делает. О, господи, чуть не упал. А мой призванный друг со мной нам надолго, интересно?
Oh, we got a nice catch here. Nice, nice. Fresh meat in it. Got a fair amount on you. Boy, you're gonna cook up nicely.
Cook?
Oh, yes, we'll do you justice. A few sprigs of scragweed and some cogroot. Oh, and you'll be just right for us. I'll get you.
Ай, пидоры. Сейчас я вам покажу Кузькину мать. Не, в жопу это. Ноги. Надо более надежное поставить. Бургер с кровью надо. Кучу бургеров с кровью наделать. Что ж вы так, тварины?
Just give me a minute to calm down, will you? Calming. Calming. Whew. Shit. A moment longer and those cannibals would have had me over the fire. There's enough creatures out here trying to eat me without people trying it as well. Shit. That's not something I want to go through again. Hell. You've not got anything to drink, have you? Something to help a man get his head screwed back on?
Here. This should help.
That's good. There's something about a near-death experience that makes everything taste golden. You saved me. I mean, you saved my life. And I've learned a lot about Magalan's history. But cannibals? I haven't heard of anything like that since the dark days after the comet hit. Most of what we live on in Tavar is from the past. So history is profitable. Interesting, too. You should learn it.
What are you doing out here?
The light beacon. I've always been fascinated by them. They used to be a cry for help. Or a way to give help, direction, guidance. I've seen leaders come and go in the fort, and there's only one constant. You have to rely on yourself. So, I look for ruins, visit the beacons, and I find things to earn shards, so I don't need anyone else.
Brave for someone your age.
My age? Age is bullshit. Wrinkled or smooth-skinned, life throws the same shit at me. I know these lands better than to come alone. I was traveling with a pair of scrap collectors. They needed a lead. I needed some help. On our way there, we got ambushed by a group of clerics. I didn't want a chance to fight with them. They were much better armed. So I got out of there.
What happened to the scrap collectors?
They didn't make the same choice. That's the problem with some people of their age. They think every fight is winnable. They think running away is the wrong thing to do. Yet, here I am at my age. I just wish I'd had their legs for running. The clerics caught up with me and took me prisoner. I'm here, aren't I? I waited until it was dark and I got out. I guess they thought I was too old to guard. And I got away with their leader's weapon. I think that must have made them angry. Now those clerics are out hunting for me. You can hear their horns. That's why I thought I'd head for the beacon. Get some scrap and get myself back to Tavar. Shards would mean safety. But you know what happened next? Damn Reavers. Life sure is cheap out here.
Tell me about Magalan's past.
Gladly. What would you like to know?
Tell me about Tavar.
Well, it might not seem like there's a lot of history here, but this place hasn't always been desert. When the comet hit, it turned this place into the wasteland you see. But not everything was destroyed. Some building complexes, like the fort, survived. Others were buried. When the sand shifts, other buildings appear. And then all the things that were left in them are there for the taking. Not that everything that's buried is good. Logan, the Duke as he's known today, they're sitting on a powder keg. Back before the comet hit, they stored weapons there. Serious, end-of-the-world weapons. And they're still there, somewhere, along with a whole stack of the usual kind.
What kind of weapons?
I know the history, not the science. I'm no cleric. But these things were supposed to destroy cities. They were supposed to destroy countries.
How could they do that?
I don't know. Big explosions. Big explosions. And the fort is sitting on top of them. That's why I want shards. I want to be a long way from here if those things ever go off.
Мурка. Мурка.
Tell me about the factions.
Well, they're recent history. I mean, they only came about after the comet hit. Before that, there were countries and governments. Millions of people organized into groups. Nothing like now. But the comet destroyed all that. There aren't really records from after the comet hit. No one was writing things down. They were just trying to survive. No leaders. all the things they relied on to survive had gone. But it didn't take long for people to form groups to get resources. And it didn't take long for those people to start fighting. All factions think they've got ways to save us. They're all just ways people are trying to survive.
So, there are a lot of gaps in your knowledge of history?
Well, some. There were more records kept during the territory wars. That was once the factions had formed and started fighting each other. I guess as soon as you're a group, you want to start keeping a history of who you are. History becomes more important. Anyway, instead of fighting over one or two things, the factions started fighting over land. ELEX. Resources. Any small factions that were left got absorbed or destroyed. I mean, these people were survivors, so you'd think that's what they'd want. To survive more deaths. There aren't numbers, but I'd guess at least half of those still alive were killed. That's just a guess. Finally, the people in charge realized the cost was too high, so they formed a council. The Great Council of Magalan, and made a non-aggression treaty.
A non-aggression treaty? That doesn't seem to have worked.
Well, peace is always fragile. The Berserkers and Clerics have totally different ideas about ELEX and technology, for a start. But, after all the deaths, the factions knew they risked their own destruction if they fought anymore. So, the peace lasted, more or less. There are always some hotheads, some isolated clashes over resources. But the leaders brought their people back into line. All the factions rebuilt their lands, worked on their own rules.
So, what went wrong?
The Alps. They were just a small splinter group. They went up into Zakor, into the ice, and no groups were interested in that land. They built their strength, and then they invaded. The factions were taken completely by surprise. The Alps captured people, land, built their converters before the factions could respond. What happened to the prisoners, the dead? History doesn't speak of that.
I've heard enough.
At least you did listen. That's not always the case today.
What do you know about the Berserkers?
They were a group living up in the woods, trying to grow their own food, and they evolved from there. Everyone else was fighting for what was left, but they decided to make something new. It was some guy called Amric that started them. The new guy they have there, Thorold, the Pilgrim, sees himself as some sort of spiritual successor to Amric. He has changed things there. They're pushing out into the world more than they did. The Berserkers used to stay in Edan mostly. They'd fight to protect their borders, make assaults outside them, and then pull back. Now they're holding ground. It seems the Pilgrim wants to purify all of Edan. They're gonna use their world hearts to change the world. They want to use their magic to turn the clock back and make Magalan what it was. Well, they'll change it. But whether Magalan was ever like they say, that's just a fantasy.
How much do you know about the clerics?
Secretive lot. They probably know more about history than the others, but they keep it to themselves. But this god they believe in, Kalan, I haven't seen anything anywhere about this god in records from before the comet hit. Why they've created a god and worship technology? Well, I can't understand it. Everything else they do is about knowledge and fact and observation. So why invent a lot of hocus pocus to go with it?
Why did the clerics have so few men?
The wars. They put their faith in their fighting machines. But either their prayers weren't answered or they had a technological hitch. They went into battle with the Berserkers and their machines shut down. They were defeated. Heavy losses. Those left retreated into Ignadon. Anyone that didn't make it back was cut down by one faction or another. The clerics' numbers never recovered. I guess they must have fixed whatever the problem was with their fighting machines. It's never happened again.
Is there something you need?
No, I'm okay. Don't waste your time on my old bones. The only thing I'm interested in is stories. And I don't think you are the storytelling type.
What do you know about the Alps?
Hardly anyone knows anything about them. I mean, other than about their attacks.
Maybe I could tell you a story about them?
Now I am curious. Do you know why they use ELEX?
It makes them stronger, of course. Greater strength, lower levels of fatigue, reduced pain. It turns men into fighting machines, and not just physically. ELEX keeps them clear thinking. It removes the emotions that could get in the way of orders.
So it means no one can argue with orders.
It reduces the chances. That's one of the reasons Alps are so successful. They operate together without question.
Not all of them. Some operate alone.
Then you've heard of the Elexitors? They rule in Zakor. They still consume ELEX, but they are given a command role.
You mean like Wardek and Kalax? Or Jax? Have you heard of them?
Yes, they are names to be feared. Though I had heard that Jax had disappeared.
So the rumors say. What else do you know about the Alps?
That they have as good as or better knowledge of technology than the clerics. That's because you and them have something in common.
Me? What have I got in common with Alps?
An interest in history. The Elexitors, well, I don't know for sure, but they have found some fragments of old world information. They're using that knowledge.
They're interested in the old world?
No, not at all. They just want the technology. Interest is emotional. The past is something that's gone. They want the future.
Interesting. Not many people seem to think about what the Alps want.
That's all I know.
That was very informative. Thank you.
Give me the cleric's weapon.
Why should I give it to you?
We help each other out, right?
Well, you had a beer from me. So yeah, all right. You can have it.
Волкмар? Ничего себе. Мурка, ты животное. Маленькая животница. Так, ну он, наверное, в тур пойдет.
Life goes by too fast to just...
Посмотрим на оружие Волкмара. Может, the fuck you. Так. Бог император человечества. Motherfucker. только не понял, где они. Че, ну... Маза... И кота проклятая, наверху! Наверху, мать ее, за... Вышел полюшка, вышел полюшка. Тут что есть? Так, что-то я не помню пароля. Ладно, фиг с ним, взломаю.
I'm in.
Бог император направит нас бой. Направит. Сюжетные пока не будем выполнять. Простая икота. Не обращайте внимания. Сука. Пожалуй, сходим к тому мужику.
No, I better not.
Куда заебало. Так. Ну, в принципе, можно исследовать, что тут такое вообще интересненькое. Ой, не на то нажал. Так. Что у нас там внизу? Фиг его знает, что там внизу. А, тут лестница есть. Сейчас проверим. Сейчас подойду. Золотого трона. И я продолжаю проходить ELEX. Я вернулся, господа. И сейчас мы будем нести смерть врагам человечества. Не ожидал. Минутку. Очки запотели, мать их за ногу, а? За мной монстр бежит. Твою мать-то, а? Нет. Опять очки запотели, а? Что у нас тут внизу? Фига себе, волна какая. А, все, тут никого уже нету. Ух ты, рецепт по изготовлению амулета харизмы. Ну, харизма у меня уже на максимуме, так что... Ух ты, еще вниз куда-то спуститься можно. Минутку. Сейчас очки протру. Значит, он сражается мечом и куском копья. Так. О, Господи. Так, я малость уже ушел к того месту, куда мне надо. ты, какой-то домик. Надо сгонять. Там домик какой-то. Так, надо исследовать. Куда сначала? Да туда, наверное, пожалуй. Почему? Чего ходить-то? О, Господи Иисусе. Да, она дело говорит. Да, они уже не такие сильные, как я раньше. Окровавленный ключ. Так. Микки Милкович. Микки Милкович. Микки Милкович. Мутанты, походу, их хрен его знает. Так. Разбойники, наверное. Ай. Сам себе расфигу...
All that technology, and yet they build such ugly buildings.
Неплохо он мне приложил. Так, надеюсь, тут есть кроватка-то, надо было уже. Темнеет.
It's amazing that it's still here.
Те же самые очки. Муська-маруська, кошатенька. Ах ты моя тупенькая косточка, а. Еще матрица шикарно. Супчик никогда не повредит. Так. Ну сгоняем на этот кораблик, чё что. Я, значит. Коли помру. Так. Так, что там еще? Что у меня там против яда есть? Так, привет. Ну и все, видимо. Так, ничего тут страшного нету. И монстров.
Merchandise was inspected as correct. Found 2 unlisted containers. Captain assures us that it's okay. Security level A we can't open. Superiors have okayed it. Stinks to me. I don't like having these things on board.
Какое дерьмо на борту. Что я могу внутрь пройти? Еще нифига. Еще анти этих, как их. Еще наделаю усилителей. Не, на все тоже нифига нету. Да, ни хрена. Кольцо могущества. Па-па-па-па-па-па-па-па. Так, прослушаю-ка эту аудиозапись еще раз. То я как следует там и не прочитал. Так.
Just clears the way for me. I don't know what project they're moving on to, but I love it. Clear out those execs and let me through. Promotion beckons. This year is going to be the best. The sky's the limit.
Merchandise was inspected as directed. Found 2 unlisted containers. The captain assures us that the goods are okay. At security level A, we can't open them. The superiors have okayed them. Stinks to me. I don't like having these things on board.
И правильно делали, что им нравилось. Бог-император, там тролль. Так, они мне враги. Так, потом их убью. А чё эти крысы его не атакуют? На сердец-то нету, но растительность есть. Со временем земля исцеляется. Не, но берсерки все-таки поступили не очень умно. Прежде чем сажать сердце мира, им нужно было отправить послов к этому герцогу и убедить его в том, что они не являются угрозой, и что, мол, не нужно нападать, они просто хотят исцелить землю. Так. Ну как-то. Так, где? Там нафиг-то еще дождь пойдет. Очередные враги. Хоть там клин стоит. А в броне-то мне плевать. Так. Ну почти плевать. Я хорошо миной обезвреживаю. Так. Так, 104 ps4, да?
There's
Чуть не упустил.
something there.
Куда это ведет, интересно? Он потом будет смотреть. Нет, плевать. Возможно, если я полностью загадку соберу, я ее смогу разгадать. А иначе как? Иначе никак. Так. Иху, побежали. Что у нас тут интересно? А, нифига. Да, наверху тут ни хрена. А, если я поднимусь наверх, я туда пойду. Но туда я пока не хочу идти. А где-то подъем наверх. А, вот он. Поднимусь наверх и пойду туда. Но это потом. Это потом. Сначала тут со всеми побазарю. Мурка. Амурка. Мурка.
All scrap must go to Ignadon.
May Kalan bless you. Now tell me, are you a son of Tavar? Did you swear allegiance to the Duke and his outlaws?
I'm a cleric like you.
Then Kalan bring you peace. You're free to rest and relax here.
What is your job here?
Weren't you sent here from the Hort?
No.
No. Well, Kalan works in mysterious ways. He brought you here, brother. We need a lot of raw materials to feed our smelting furnaces in Ignadon. Material that is essential for our fighting machines. And we can get those resources right here.
Why here of all places? It's a long way from Ignadon.
Here, we achieve two things at once. We acquire the resources we need, and we also deny them to the enemy. The Duke relies on profits to keep power. We cut off his profits, and there's a chance his men will overthrow him.
You're not worried about the Duke finding out where you are?
We've been careful.
Maybe you haven't been careful enough.
What do you mean?
The scrap baron has noticed that his deliveries have stopped.
Damn, I feared stopping them completely was pushing our luck. Kalan is right. Greed will be our undoing.
So, what's your plan?
I will have to rethink our strategy. An open fight could mean losses in men and material. So, I think finding a way to throw off his suspicions would be our best course.
What can I do?
I will make sure the outlaws get their deliveries from time to time. Just enough so that suspicion is decreased. You need to sell that lie. Make it sound like everything is getting back to normal. Can I count on your assistance?
Конечно, почему братьям клирикам не помочь бы?
You can count on me.
Good, but be careful. If you're caught, the outlaws don't tend to be subtle when they're angry.
You should be more worried about the outlaws attacking you.
We have persuaded those who found us to keep our presence a secret. These weak-minded outlaws cannot stand against Kalan's will. They'll take any order I suggest to them. You have to keep your orders simple, but if you do, even an outlaw can understand what they must do.
How long will they obey you for?
as long as I wanted. In their eyes, I am their new god.
Wait, you used suggestion on the outlaws? Did they resist it?
My rate of success was high, but suggestion isn't without problems.
What problems?
One outlaw resisted. He wasn't as dumb as he looked. I thought I got through to him, but I was wrong. He ran when he got the chance.
What if he turns up with reinforcements?
No, I don't see that happening. If he had told the other outlaws, they would be here already. And despite his resistance, our ex-prisoner is a coward. He's hiding out there somewhere. I want him, and I want my property back.
Property?
Yes. When he got away, he stole my weapon. Just make sure I get my weapon back, and I guarantee him his life.
I can help you get your weapon back.
Thank you. It is a scar on my honor to leave it in the hands of an outlaw. Bring it back to me.
I got your weapon back.
Then I am grateful, and Kalan will hear your words. You helped a brother and a comrade. I never doubted your integrity. This is for you. Be safe out there.
Ну-ка. Так.
We serve Kalan.
Ой. Неудивительно, что тот старик не поддался внушению. Он же ведь старый, опытный и довольно умный человек. Хороший историк. Так. Повезло им. Что тот, кого не поймали, оказался миролюбивым историком, а не кровожадным изгоем. Иначе бы от этих клириков мало что осталось бы. Так. Господи, чуть не упал. Что-то он на меня не нападал. Да и хрен с ним. Так. Уж левел мелкий. Поэтому не нападал. Так. Интересно, а если я стрельну по этим бочкам, тут что-нибудь взорвется? Не, ничего не взорвалось, только бочки. Так. А вид отсюда красивый во имя императора. Так, тут ничего нету. Да, вроде тут ничего нет. Поднимемся выше. Что тут растет, интересно? Да, ромашки. Почему ты напал на меня, Эдди? Так. Пробилась. Так, кошатинка.
Too easy.
Так, ладно, посчитаем этот путеводитель по пустоши. Так. Что ж. Приступим во имя Бога Императора. Милка ты моя. Кошатинка. Так, надо быренько все это дело сделать.
I'll wait here for you.
Походу тут ничего серьезного.
Too easy.
I'll wait here for you.
Куда это меня приведет, интересно? Я пока похожу. Вроде ничего нет такого. С виду вся эта конструкция выглядела меньше. Где я оказался-то? Так. О, выдание. Рядом с билетом. Эх, Мурка, Мурка. Так. Лет прошло. Так, ладно, посмотрим, куда мне теперь идти. А, вот сюда мне как раз надо было идти. Так. Ну, 2 задания осталось. Промазал.
Look out!
Ух ты, что это там у нас? А, нифигашеньки. Так. Так, что мы за квест-то? Понятно. Награбление. Лучший лист, повезло. Что скверно-то? Капец, 8000 осталось. 5000 или сколько там? 8000 патронов потратил уже. Что-то военная база, что ли? Есть только один вопрос. Как они, зачем они сюда машины завезли? И как они их отсюда вообще это вывозят-то? А, вот, наверное, так вот. Поэтому. Так. Да, по той дороге. Так.
Careful.
Можно, конечно, убрать молот.
Isn't going to work.
Ну что, погнали. Кошечка. Хорошо сохранилась эта фотка. Ни черта не видно.
Tower Alpha 7 to Tower Delta 4. Roger. Send reinforcements. Tower Alpha 7 to Tower Delta 4. I've lost contact with reinforcements. Alpha 7 to Tower Delta 4. The quadrant is not listed on our map.
Так, тут все. Все, это казарма была. Так. Так. Дальше пойдем. Не, небольшой от этого факела, но свет все-таки есть. Стоп, это я откуда пришел. Вот. Все, больше тут ни хрена нету. Че это? Жаль, птица. Так. И что у нас тут интересненько? Ну-ка. Так, достаем антирадиацию. Не, надо сначала того убить. Чтобы он на меня не напал, когда я буду там. Так. А, все, никого нету. Так. Посмотрим, может и с антирадиацией. И с этими будет отбираться. Да, не отбирается. Больше тут ни хрена и нету. Так, а не тут лежит этот. Надо посмотреть. Так, бадабума. Так. Вернусь назад. Не хочет возвращаться, но надо. Так. Как я мог пропустить? Я же там все облазил. Ой, кот не туда пошел. Что это за штука, интересно? А, вот так, о господи. Так. Интересно, если стрельнуть по этим бакам. Ничего. А, вот тут, где тут, вот что-то радиация была. Мышка, 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 мышенька-то моя. Так. Это вот сюда. Смотрим на попозже. Попозже. Или сейчас осмотрим. Вроде бы по пути. Так. Товар. Что это за ущелье, интересно? Да, как-нибудь потом исследуем. Или сейчас, не попозже. И сейчас можете исследовать. Да ну в жопу. Так. Так, что ближе-то? Угу. Одинаково, в принципе, куда пойду. Не, на обратном пути. Нет. Лучше сначала вот это. Потом то исследую. Я так и не исследовал то место. А где Кая вся такая? А, тут это.
Seems the outlaws might have...
Ну и где подкрепление, которое обещал этот? А, вот они. Возможно, он со временем исцелится. Ай! А, собака! Вот, как всегда знал, лишняя предосторожность не помешает с этим мерзость. Так. Ой, твою же... Твою же мать-то, а!
I'm in.
Пантеновый конденсатор Эдвардса.
We should go. It's dangerous here.
Отлично, тролль. Сейчас начнется веселуха. То есть циклоп. А, я рядом с этим. Может исследовать? Или попозже? Попозже исследую. Никуда не... Или сейчас, или попозже. О, сейчас, пожалуй. Так. Еще такое? Ух ты. Что-то они зачистили. Потом сначала с этими тварями разберусь. Потом тут пошарим. Потом вот это. Купола. Там еще ракетный комплекс есть. Космических кораблей. Надо будет сходить. Еще пароли где-то надо отыскать. Возможно, по сюжету туда мне. Так. Что?
I wonder what this place used to be.
Всем авилидерчи. На сегодня стрим окончен. Может, еще вернусь.